Hello, welcome back to our channel and Rover Restorations. It's been only a few days since I recorded the last video. Obviously this one will take a while to go out because lots more to do to make it worth watching. I've been busily stripping. As you can probably see here, here's the bulkhead. I lifted it off because, I'll show you in a minute, but here's the bulkhead in a bad way, still waiting for all the bits to turn up. Engine's now gone, that was sold, the old incorrect engine, gearbox is out, axles are off, springs are off, so we'll have a little guided tour in a minute. But yeah, it's looking good. The chassis is unbelievably good, I still cannot believe how good it is. But let me take you for a guided tour now. So, the chassis is good. And it is even original because just here is the engine number or frame number or VIN number, sorry, not engine number, VIN number stamped in. Chassis. So there's axle 1, rear axle, a new compressor, springs, front axle. So here she is. I actually forgot how light they were. I can now pick it up on my own. So it is good. It all looks good. I have found that which I showed you last time, which is where the fuel tank was tight up against it. Rubbish sits in there. Quite straightforward. Cut plate. I have also found this bit here and this hideous repair here that somebody's done. So to get to this, I think what I'm going to do is flip the chassis over. So put it on its side, and yeah, then I can clean the workshop up. I can cut all this bit out, it'll be standing up, it'll be a lot easier. And then yeah, I'll be waiting for the paint to turn up to spray the chassis, the black. That'll be the first job, I presume. And then hopefully by then these bits will be here. The bulkhead, or maybe do the bulkhead first. I don't know. We'll see how far we get, see if the bits turn up. Let me just plonk you back on your stand. So yes, all good. I'll reposition you now, and the next bit you'll be watching will be cleaning the chassis up and welding. Happy days. Okay, so there she is. It's a little bit heavier than I expected. Popped up with a bit of wood. Have a look. Okay, that's pretty grim. So what we do is we can cut now, nice and easy, down to there, possibly fold that round there. Nice easy repair on there. A nice easy repair to do on there. So we've got those two. Bound to be more. But as I go along, surprisingly good. Yeah, that looks a bit iffy. Cut a big section out of there. So yeah, all good. Oh, and that doesn't look too good either, looking at that. Again, nice and easy now. Get some spray treatment on it all. Happy days. Right, okay, that's it. Next time I'll set you up and we'll do some welding. Okay. Okay, make a start on this hideous bit now, try and get this out, try and get it welded up. So I think I've got it all the way back above this horrible weld line here. Possibly come down and join onto this weld line here, I think. And then nicely up this edge. So do this edge first. Okay, not sure where we left it last because I've been doing stuff and can't remember what we did last. Whether we were still doing the chassis, the chassis was still in bits, I can't remember anyway. So, progress report, chassis totally stripped now, all ground, cleaned up, all paint removed, rust removed and repaired. And the bulkhead now is up on the prop, ready to start on that. So let's have a little look around the chassis. Okay, well there she is. So all of it's been taken back. And you know I said last time that there wasn't many places. There was this horrible repair down here which I've now fixed. That's all good. I have found many other places. Another one here. That's been repaired. Here by the fuel tank. Been repaired. Oh, there's one here actually, yeah, one here on this cross member. Yeah, a couple on the cross member, and I think, oh yes, I had to make up one of these to accept the bump stop. So you got it down here. Like so. I basically just made up one, that's some steel that I had, welded it in, cleaned it up. So yeah, a little bit more cleaning, but yeah, she's all ready to go. I've got this new 2-pack epoxy resin paint that apparently can go direct onto any form of this steel, and it goes rock hard after a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's what we're using to do that. I'm also going to do the bulkhead with it as well. Here's the bulkhead. Now on some props, ready to go. I've literally just taken out the 2 flaps, unscrewed them. So now the hinges off, and this is the first bit I'm going to replace, this top rail. So when I get round to doing that, well, when it turns out it's supposed to be tomorrow, I will switch you on again and we can watch some of that, get that done. And then the footwell, nothing like that footwell. Yeah, all good. So there's the bulkhead, and yeah, what we do is we make a start on that. Okay. But the reason I brought you down here now was to show you the chassis. So it's all painted black. I did this the other day. No, I did this yesterday. Apparently it takes 3 weeks for this paint to go off till it's fully cured. It is, let's say, 2-part epoxy, which I think is actually pretty good. So the chassis is looking pretty good in general. I've just got a load of new pins, all my shackle pins ordered. Well, they're here actually. I've managed to straighten up the back. Was it this side that was bent, or was it that side? I think it was that side, that side that was bent. I had to physically cut it through here, straighten this back up again and re-weld it, straighten up to it. But she's almost straight now, so it is a very nice, clean chassis. Chucked on its side. Well, not chucked on its side, put on its side, ready to go. So as soon as we've got the bulkhead done and the axles done, I can put the chassis back down again and start putting some bits back on. So while I'm waiting, I have got the rear axle here up on some axle stands and just started to strip the ends off. So all the brakes are off. Stub axle just there, so ready to clean all that up. So I'm going to wire brush that all down, grind all down with a flappy pedal, and then paint that with black epoxy. So same as the front. I haven't started stripping this one yet, but as you can see, it's perched up on axle stands, ready to go. I can't see any point in taking the diffs off. I was going to take the diff off of the axle, but they're not leaking oil. I'm not going to see any more. What I will do is replace the seals in the end there, where the pop shafts, I can't think of the name, these seals. I'm going to replace these seals, obviously seals all round, but I'm not going to take the diff off because I can't see no point in taking the diff off. I've got to strip this axle down, obviously take all this half shafts and everything out. These are fully floating axles on this one, because it's slightly newer, I presume, because the older Series 1s were not floating, they just had sort of like the half shaft come out, and pretty much the weight of the wheel was on the half shaft as far as I can sort of understand. Like I say, this is my first Series 1. So yeah, well what we do is, next job, take off strip that front axle down and start cleaning them up. And by then, hopefully, these parts will be here for the bulkhead, and then we'll have a go at welding this up and see what we can get that looking like. Okay, right, let's crack on. Okay, so I expected to be coming back, doing some filming, repairing the bulkhead, but still hasn't happened because the parts still aren't here. Still waiting, have spoke to them. To be fair, they said they'd be here Friday, Saturday at the latest. It's Saturday today, they're still not here. But no worries, not as if I'm waiting for them, so I've got on with some other jobs while we've been waiting for that, so we'll run through those jobs. So as you can see, we have painted the rear axle, which is all good. I've done it with the same stuff as we did the chassis with. I've done the back plates for the brakes as well. These are all done. The bit of a change as well, I forgot what I was saying then. The chassis is going to go blue. I've recently found the last bit of information from the RAF, and it was, I've probably already said this, but it was supplied to the RAF in a blue and grey colour. This is the whole Land Rover was to the RAF from Land Rover in 1956, 1957, and then it was converted in 1960 to the Fire and Rescue Unit. So I've been really poking around, and even if you look back here on the bulkhead, it's really hard to see, but there is even blue here. So, and this side, just see these bits of blue. And obviously, as we've already looked on the inside, there's definitely the blue, behind where this badge was and such like. So it was blue, and the chassis was blue. I'm 100% convinced of that, because obviously what I found when I was cleaning it down, well, it was blue. It was a blue chassis, and to paint it black like I have done, to me seems a bit of a shame, because I want to put it back as it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the chassis blue. It's fine. I've ordered some more the 2-pack epoxy resin, which is no problem at all. All I've got to do is quickly key this up with some soft wire wool. Once I've keyed it all up, I can spray that blue, but I'm not going to do it till the bulkhead is all finished and repaired. The bulkhead could go blue as well, so I have the blue bulkhead, the blue chassis, and obviously when it comes to the finish and all sort of bits from the outside you're going to see, like all this, all around here, will obviously have to be keyed up and painted in the red colour. That's why you've obviously got the red here, and then the blue behind where it was originally blue, and then painted red to convert it into the aircraft crash rescue unit. So we're still waiting for bits, so nothing else has been done on that. Basically all this is stripped down now, all this is painted. Like I said, it's a 2-pack epoxy resin. It's not the best finish with the brush, which is annoying. It does leave quite a lot of brush marks, but at the end of the day it is only an axle, and it's not, I'm not overly concerned about it. Here's the breather. I've cleaned all the breather up. I've ordered myself a new seals for the whole axle that are coming next couple of days. We get them put in. Like I say, back plates are there. Hubs, brake drums, I've painted all them up as well. And we have taken the brake cylinders apart. And as you can see, they are, I would think they are original, to be honest, because they have got some, I don't know if you can see it actually, just to see the scratching and the writing. There's this left hand, somebody scratched it on the top there. But these were proper seized, I mean really bad. I had to bang them apart. I've cleaned all this up now. I've just ordered 4 new rubbers because they're not in the best condition, so 4 new rubbers and 4 new seals for the outside, and that'll be all these reconditioned. The brake shoes are actually really good as gold, so again no point to replace them at the moment. They're easy job once it's back on the road anyway, so get all them cleaned up and put back on. By the looks of the springs, they probably had new brake shoes, well, would have had new brake shoes at some point, so I'm pretty convinced these are original. Here's the other side. I've just cleaned them up, taken them apart. You might be able to see the writing on this one a bit better. No, you can't quite see it, which is annoying. It's got these stamps in the top, I don't know what they mean. yeah, girling. So yeah, all good. I cleaned up the filler and the drain cap for the axle. So yeah, that's nearly gone off now. What I'm going to start doing is I'll put the brakes back on. No, I can't yet. I've got to wait for the seals to turn up, and then I will put all that back together, put all the brakes back on the rear brake back plates, and then put the back plates back on to the axle either side, and then start rebuilding that. Once this is then rebuilt, I can get it out of the way to stay somewhere, and then by then we can get on with this, which should be soon, and I can set the camera up and we'll do some filming of us repairing this, or of me repairing this. Okay, so hopefully next time we'll be getting on with this. Okay, so still waiting for bulkhead bits. Said they'd be here by the end of the week, so I think we'll probably wrap this video up here and we'll do another video on rebuilding the bulkhead. I'll run you through what I've done up till now. Just done a massive spraying mission, so hence overalls and been spraying. So strip the back brakes down. As you can see, I showed you last time the original calipers. I found a real nice company, probably people that have done Land Rovers have heard of them before, called Beancroft, and they've given me a nice new seal kit. So basically nice new seals in calipers, tidy all them up, clean all the shoes up because they're still good. I'll probably do that next. Got to stick them onto the back plates, get all the shoes nice, and then bolt them back onto the back plates. I'll show you in a minute the spraying that I've done. Yeah, I'll show you now these brakes. I mean, obviously, well, I presume everybody knows, but if you're new to mechanics or whatever, this is a brake cylinder, and basically a union goes in there. This is supplied with oil from your brake pedal, basically, or your master cylinder. Oil comes down here in this hole, pushes these two pistons out. There's rubbers inside, which then in turn pushes your brake shoes apart and touches on the inside of your drum, which slows you down. And that's basically the same as all, well, that is all drum brakes, apart from obviously the new modern disc brakes. So yeah, that's it. I've cleaned all these up, all ready to rebuild. I might do this tonight actually, get all these rebuilt. And I can't get them on the back plate because I've just sprayed everything. So here's the back plate here, all ready to go, and have all the brakes and that put all back on it. Obviously that's upside down at the moment. Here's all the final drive and the hub bearing's got to go back in there. So as you can see, everything is sprayed. I actually sanded this back axle down because I painted it with this brush and I could see stripes. I didn't like it anyway. I sanded it down, looks lush now, looks so much better. Sanded it down and sprayed it. So yeah, spraying is the answer, definitely. There's my two drums. So obviously the brake shoes I just showed you, they inside there, squidgy insert, slow you down. You'll see more when I put it together. Road springs, sprayed them up. They're the front ones. There is a left hand and right hand, believe it or not. The ones with the wire on are the left hand ones, so I've marked them up. So they're all sprayed up. There's the rear springs all sprayed up. Shackles. I don't know what they're called, what mounting plates. There was what bolts them onto the spring, basically in the U-bolts. And here is the rear axle. Sorry, front axle. All nice and clean and done, ready to go. Got all the seals coming for that end seal there and new seals here either end. And here is all the parts of the front axle. So here from this side across is all the right hand and that's the left hand. So you've got your back plate which holds your brakes, which is exactly the same. There's your brakes there. They've got two calipers, top and bottom, work the same way but got two calipers on. Final drive, your drive flange, your hub. And yeah, all your bits there. I've had to order new swivels, which you can just see over there because they're rusty as hell. So I've ordered new ones then, which come in, and there's brake drum. So yeah, all good. And there's the other side. So cool. So basically, I've got to let all this dry now because it's this 2-part epoxy resin, which seems really good so far. So yeah, let all that dry. 7 days I found out is a full curing time for it, so for the next 7 days it will be going off and sorting itself out. I'll get Alistair to upload this video up till now, which would be good, and then when you come back we'll have all the axles, well, have half the axles rebuilt, you can have a look at some of them. Then we'll do the bulkhead, the big weld on the bulkhead, get all that sorted, get all that welded, get all that done, and then we will spray the bulkhead blue and the chassis blue. Ready to start putting all that together again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, we're just running you through bits. I mean, I can't see the point in showing you every last detail. Just showing you bits as we go. Show you the brake snap and all put that together. And yeah, if, like I said, if anybody's got any advice on how anything should go or anything like that, happy days. If not, I'll catch you on the next video when, like I say, bulkhead and chassis. Well, bulkhead first. So, see you next time.